All right, hi, I'm your host, Toni, and this is
Kimona, the co-host.
I want you all to like, subscribe, and share. The links are below, and this is available on YouTube and all podcast platforms. So come on, make sure y'all like it, subscribe, and share it. Thanks. All right, hello. Thank you for watching Bougie Bayouwitches podcast. I'm Toni, I'm the host, and this is
Myra.
This is my special guest, and this is
Kimona, the co-host.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about supporting each other. I feel like this is a very, very important topic.
Very good topic.
Very important. We got to start
Yes.
learning how to support each other and quit being gatekeepers and kind of holding everything back and stuff.
Yes.
So I just felt like this will be something that we can talk about, especially in the spirituality culture and stuff like that. We want to start learning how to quit competing against each other. And
Spiritual or non-spiritual. It's just,
It's competitive.
it's very good to, support each
Yes.
other because, like I tell everybody, there is enough money out here for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Every single body in the world, it's enough money out here. It's just, your mindset, the mentality that you have, whether you're going to go get it,
Right.
or you
You're
just
not.
gonna let it, just let it be.
Let it pass.
And you don't have to chase the bag. If you are on a certain vibration or level, the bag will chase you.
Yeah.
Like I hear that term so much, oh, I got to go out here and chase the bag. To each his own. I just don't chase the bag. I let the bag chase me.
Yes.
Because I just keep
Well,
myself
I'm not gonna lie. I just say, I gotta get out here. I don't say chase it, but I say I gotta get to
it.
my bag.
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
I gotta
to each
get
his
to it.
own. I
Yeah.
know, I hear people saying different, wordings, but I just sit back and do what I'm supposed to do and let's let it come to me. But but that's just like the vibration that I keep myself in. I'm very big on supporting people,
Yes.
Friends, family members, people that I don't even know.
Right.
If I'm drawn to support you, that's what I'm going to do. Or even like people that I don't even know, I'll just like, let me just go get something small. I just want to, because I love seeing people do
Yes.
good things.
Good.
Like,
Yes, I know.
family members, non-family members, just strangers off the street. I love seeing people happy.
Yeah.
And that's just always been my
Yes.
thing. Even I have put other people's happiness before my own because
yes,
I just
have
like
always.
seeing
Okay.
people smile.
I think we all
Yes.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love, I don't know, I just get it just makes my heart smile, seeing other people smile and just be happy and
Yes.
succeeding and being,
Man. Like
just,
a rush, a sugar rush or something. Like when I know I've done something and I done helped somebody out, I'm just like, God, I love this.
Yeah.
You know
I feel
what
it
I'm
like
saying?
in my
I love
heart.
it.
Yeah.
I feel it in my heart. Where do you feel it? Like I just feel like a warm sensation in my heart. Like
I just
they're
feel
gonna
like
do so good, and I tell my husband that they're gonna do so good.
I'm always like helping people, and I used to always get it a lot that you need to stop helping people. You're too nice. You're too nice. You're too kind. And I started listening.
that
and I
is true
did
because you do have to
start-
set boundaries.
Yes,
and we'll
'cause
talk
I
about
did.
that in a little bit
I would give people
because
my last and be sitting here
the last,
struggling and
yes.
then I'm like, dang, why did you do that? But it's
Yes.
like I had a big heart, and I had to realize that a lot of people were taking, I don't say a lot, but some people were taking advantage of
Right,
it, and I
right.
had to learn how to start putting my feet down
Right.
and start learning how to say the word no. And when you start learning how to say the word no, people are gonna start disappearing.
And things changes. That's so true. Things will start changing.
Yes.
But yeah, I learned how to support others and give, but with boundaries.
Yes.
And a lot
Yes,
of
that's
people,
good.
that's something you learn over time, especially if you, get hurt in the process or get used or some type of way. You learn to, set those boundaries. Yeah, I'm still going to be a giver. That's just who I am. But, at the same time, I'm going to set boundaries. I'm only going to give so much.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start with myself. I'm gonna make sure myself, like I always tell people, make sure your cup is full
Yeah.
before you
Go
start
pour into
pouring
others.
into everybody else because it's hard pouring from an empty cup. And a lot of times that's what we do as humans.
Yeah.
We pour from an empty cup because we want to see and we want to give to other businesses, to other people. But, make sure that, you're giving and doing it from a right space, correct heart space.
Okay, so I have a question for you. What are some of the disadvantages that you don't like when you are supporting these businesses? And just be 100 with me, because I'm gonna be 100 when I answer the question. I'm gonna ask you next.
That's
Maya.
all I know is to keep it real. But some disadvantages, whether it's, friends or, family or even people that I don't know, just the ungratefulness, a lot of times, people are not in a humble space or humble state of mind to even, show gratitude to you or, towards you for supporting them. I have, and I'm actually in a predicament now to where, I was supporting a few friends that I'm actually having to pull away because, when it comes, down to, supporting me and being there for me, it's like, I don't get the same in return. No, I'm not going to stop supporting them because they don't support me.
Right.
But I'm going to do it with boundaries. That's how I learned to set boundaries. I'm going to still support you no matter what because that's my heart. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it with boundaries set.
Yeah.
But I noticed, like, even with, starting the podcast, I noticed that, I sent a few videos to a friends and just asked for feedback. Like, hey, tell me because... things gonna kind of start off, rocky, but then over a period of time, it's gonna get better. It's gonna be the best.
Trust me.
And I just asked for feedback, and I didn't get no responses from a few of them. And I'm just like,
but I bet you
hurt.
if you would have sent them some drama and mess about somebody, you would have got plenty of feedback.
Plenty of feedback.
Oh, yeah, plenty.
But also, I told myself, I'm just like, you know what? Come on, don't worry about it.
Right.
Still go out there, support their business, pour into their business. And, it's gonna, because you're gonna get blessed regardless.
That part.
You gonna go far regardless because of the heart that I have in the space around my heart is so pure. So, but it's supporting others. I'm a big firm believer. Like I said, I just like seeing other people happy. It's not about my own happiness, of course. It starts with me, but I love to see other people happy.
Okay. Yeah. So what about you, Mama?
So I don't have businesses like you ladies do, but I do have a business of my own that's separate, and I've come to find out through the years that people actually aren't happy for you as how they say that they're happy for you. And that's something that I had to learn the hard way.
Yes.
Like, they would actually ask me not questions, they would make statements like, how are you living the way that you're living? How are you doing this the way that you're doing this? And I'm just like, I have faith in God. I have faith in myself. I know that, I have a good heart, and whatever I do, because clearly they're coming for me for something. And if I'm willing to give it, if I'm able to, I will do it, because that's not them being who they are and asking me that question does not stop me from being who I am, which is a giving person. I will never stop being a giving person. I will never stop being who I am, which is caring, loving, but like they say, with boundaries. With time, I had to learn that boundaries are so important. If you don't set them and you don't stick to them, there's one thing to say, I will set boundaries, but then you forget to actually follow through with those boundaries. You're like, well, dang, I did say I was going to do that, but you have to follow through.
You do, because you'll find yourself just giving, until you ain't got nothing else to give, and you just like, at night when you go to sleep, you just like, why am I just so drained? Like, why am I? Because you just then gave out all your good energy. You just then, poured it out so much to others or whatever. But, I'm just a firm believer that, even, with me being hurt so much by giving so much to people, I'm still a giver, but boundaries is very important to me. I didn't have boundaries before, but I do now.
Well, I'm gonna say some of the disadvantages that I don't like is I'm big on communication, and I don't mind supporting businesses. But if you don't know how to communicate, you gonna lose me. I'll give you 2-3 chances, maybe 4, but that's it. I'm done, because I'm going to constantly let you know I like for people to communicate. If your business, you got to conduct it like a professional business. You don't make it seem like, oh, I need you. No, you need me. I am the customer or the client.
Right,
You
right.
know, so at the end of the day, I am helping you.
Right.
And so I noticed that when it comes to some businesses that I do support, they're bad, horrible on communication. And that's something that I try my best to always stay on top of. Like, even with my clients, with my other business that I run, they say, man, I love how you communicate. Like, I had this other person and they didn't talk and communicate and they were always so hard to get in contact with. I just feel like communication is the key to success.
It really is.
You want to have a successful business, you gotta
Communication
know how
is
to
the key
communicate.
to a lot of things. You know,
have to.
relationships it's the key. But going to communication, I haven't always been big on communication. I think it's too the way that we were taught growing up, because I haven't always been big on communication. For a while, I didn't even know how to communicate. I didn't even know how to communicate. So I think that part, I think, is, comes from how people are raised,
Timing too.
Yeah, I was just like, some people think
don't know how to be on time. How you run the
Look, I ain't
business?
even to talk about
How
that.
you run the
Look, I ain't even
business?
talk about that.
And you
'cause
coming
I
30
ain't
minutes late.
I
Or you send my package a whole 2, 3, 4, 5 months later.
I'm not going to even
Big on that.
speak. I'm pretty good about being on time. I have had situations to where I haven't been on time.
Yeah, I mean,
but
everybody do, but it's all about communicating. Like, look,
Right.
I'm running a little late. I'm gonna be there such and such.
That
That's
is true.
all.
That is
It-
so
it-
true,
It rolls
yes.
all
That's
the
all
way
it
back
takes.
to communication.
It's a
That's
few
it.
seconds. That's
People
how I
are
see
so
it.
scared
Yeah.
because
to pick their
everybody
phone and let you
texting
know.
these days too, so it
Yeah.
takes nothing but a few seconds to send a
That-
text
literally
I'm on my
message.
way.
takes
I'm on my way.
seconds.
But I would say just with support, I noticed that you would get more strangers to support
Yes.
your business.
Let's talk about that.
Then you will get your
Yes.
own family members
Let's-
and friends to support your business.
Exactly.
Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
No, that is so true, because when I started off doing taxes with you, 4 or 5 years ago?
Honey, I've been doing it going on 11 years.
11 years, so
So it's
I'm
probably
probably
been
about
about
6 years.
6 or 7.
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
I've been doing taxes 6 years. But no, like when I started doing taxes with you and I first started, I had, family members supporting me, and I'm grateful for the ones
Yeah.
that have
I
supported
do have
me.
some too.
But I had more strangers that gave me opportunities, and there was some, a lot of mistakes made in the beginning. I grew, learned from it, but that's a part of the process of starting
Yes.
a business or even being involved with businesses. You make mistakes and things happen and you grow and you learn from it. But I had way more strangers, like,
They will trust you and don't even know
yeah.
nothing about
And
you.
I know
They'll
people
trust
are
you.
very picky when it comes to their taxes. Like,
they
hey, I want my stuff
Finances,
done right.
yeah.
Finances in general. And I get that, because I handle your taxes the same way I'm going to
Not only
handle
that,
mine.
You handling, you're dealing with their social security.
Exactly,
their
a lot
children
of their information,
So that's
so
very, very sensitive
It's
and private.
exactly. So,
Yeah, personal.
but I'm, like I said, I'm grateful for the family members that do trust me enough
Yes,
to,
me
get their money back on time. And, I'm very grateful for that. But even in my spiritual business, I have more strangers support,
Yeah.
because I have people asking me all the time, like, what exactly is it that you do? Why do people consider it to be, devil worshiping, or, I don't want anything to do with that, because people don't know exactly what all I do. And even when I explain, they find a way to, back away, because they don't understand. And I'm just like, sound bath therapy is good for anybody. Sound bath
Yes.
therapy ain't got nothing to do with the devil.
devil.
That's
I mean,
just
like
music.
they say,
Just
That
sound.
has nothing.
Frequencies.
It's sound. It's frequency. If people do research, frequency helps heal.
Yes.
It heals. Like, I done sat one night with a real extremely bad migraine, and I just went to my sound bowl and just started playing my sound bowls. And the way that my vibes change
Yes.
in a matter of seconds, like, even for some clients, when I before I do readings, if I feel like the energy is just too much, it's overwhelming, I start playing my sound bowls. That frequency kind of helps mellow you out.
Yes.
But, everything dealing with spirituality is not, dealing with the devil. And I think, that turns a few family and close friends away, because they
Yeah.
don't, know exactly what I do, but then it's a lot of them don't even take time to understand
But now
what I do.
Check it out. They wonder why you living so peaceful and living good and stuff.
Exactly.
And they don't understand why they still got so many hardships. Why they having this problem? Why they feeling like this and that? Well, they need to sit back and ask you, why is it or how? So that way they can understand.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You know, why are you getting so many blessings? Why are you, you know? But trust and believe me, I've been through the storms.
Haven't we all?
I'm like, I done been through the storms. It's just like, you know, I just choose to live in peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, even in the midst of my storms, I go through things every day, going through things now, but I choose to live in peace while in my storm.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a beautiful thing. Like, you can be in the midst of a storm and still have peace.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. Like,
yeah.
that's a whole different level of, you know, spirituality.
You have to find peace in with everything that you do throughout the day.
Yes.
Even if it's something terrible and you're like,
Yes.
why is this happening to me? Sit back, relax, take deep breaths
I do
in,
that all
and
the
then
time.
just like focus within yourself. What is going on? What am I doing something wrong?
Yes.
Is the people, maybe you have a husband or maybe you have children. Is something happening around my life that's kind of like making it more chaos? Ask yourself those questions before just being like,
Because as humans, we tend to want to get on the phone with somebody and complain. Because that's what I used to do. I used to call people up. Oh, so-and-so is not acting right. Oh, so-and-so is giving me a hard time. This happened. This person is sick. This and that. But like you said, sit back and just, you know, sit with that. Like, wait a minute. You know, these things are happening for a reason.
Right.
You're going through this storm. But after this storm, you're going to walk outside and see this beautiful rainbow.
right.
And that brings me so much comfort, so much peace to know that, you know, even in the midst of, you know, storms, everybody have different storms. Some people financially, some people relationships, some people kids, you know, everybody have, you know, dealing with death.
Right.
Everybody's storm is different. But like I said, once you learn to have peace in a storm, that's a totally different level. That's a different level.
But, you know, when it comes to, you know, supporting each other, I just feel like we really need to get better at it.
What are some things you think, you know, what's some
Yeah.
ways that you could tell people how to support? Because everybody thinks support involves money. Because even in the beginning, I used to think
let me tell y'all,
dang, I used to have to give her money or him money.
You can sit here and advertise, or you can tell your friends, your family
Post
members,
a
your
picture.
acquaintances, your associates about a person. You don't always have to. We understand that people have financial problems. You think I don't understand? I understand that, but you do not have to feel like you got
Every support doesn't involve money,
right? And see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand what the word support means. They feel like, okay, I got to go buy something from her website, or I got to go buy something from her store. No, you can actually show your support by contacting me, thanking me, letting me know about things, or you can also spread the word. You know, that's a form of support. But again, a lot of times, if we're not considered in their eyes a celebrity, then we don't get that support. But them celebrities, they don't even know them celebrities, but they going to support them. They going to love and like their page. They're going to go buy their products and stuff, but don't even know them. But they can know you and won't even support you.
It won't even support you. Won't even, you know, repost you know, something that you have posted. But like when you blow up, it's gonna be
how quick they gonna be sitting there like, man.
But I'm like, hey,
like, yo,
no, I'm like, you know, I got the boundaries set. You know?
I'm telling you, once you blow up, they go act like they was your number one fan.
Exactly. I'm like, you know, I appreciate you remembering me now, but you know,
remember where you were before.
Remember where I would never forget where I came from, because I know I have already seen visions of, you know, my future. I already know that I'm going to be important. It's revealed to me every day. I'm going to be somebody. I am somebody.
I am, and I will.
So it's like, you know, but it really, I'm grateful for the people that do support me now, the people that do give me positive feedback, you know, but support does not always have to involve money, you know. You can pick up the phone and say, hey, thank you just for listening to me. Oh, you know, good job. You know, I got a text message Saturday when I was out and about from a good friend, she texted me. She was like, I know we don't talk every single day,
Right.
or even every month, or even probably once a year, but I appreciate you being a good friend. You have always been a go-getter friend. And I was, it's just something like that. Like, that means the world.
It does.
It makes
To
you feel
me,
good.
it makes
Yes.
you feel good, you know.
Yes.
One thing I have learned, you know, as I grow older and being on this journey, you know, validation is good, but I don't need it. I learned to
Exactly.
start patting my own self on the back.
Yes.
You know, I learned to start giving my own self praises. Good job, Kimona, because sometimes we're not going to always hear that. We're not going to always hear
I
that.
can be honest and say I've heard a lot of positive feedback and things, and I appreciate it. To anyone who has come to me and thanked me for being in their life, being present, helping them out, you know, I appreciate it. I do. You don't know how much they make me feel, because I know I'm always out here helping people and, you know, creating products and stuff to help folks and doing spell work and stuff like that. But you don't always feel appreciated all the
Right,
time.
right.
Even though you know they appreciate you, a lot of people, they don't know how to explain their
Express
feelings
it.
and express it and
Exactly.
stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know how to express
it.
it.
feels good when I do have people that give me that
Right.
feedback and, you know, just let me know about
You know,
how
support
they're enjoying
just,
the podcast.
it comes in many different forms, you know,
Yes.
words, text messages, your letters, you know,
I love
it
those.
comes in so many different forms, but you know, one thing I do randomly, like every 2 to 3 months, you know, I'll just go pick a different shop just to buy. Sometimes it don't be, you know, a large amount, you know, it could be a small amount, but I just pick different, you know, businesses to go purchase stuff from. And that makes me feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Being able just to support other
I
people.
support all nationality, all types of
Everybody,
businesses,
yeah.
okay?
Anybody.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I love my people too, but I love to support all
All-
people.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. We
Yeah.
are here trying to support one another, especially if people are supporting us. We got to go out there and support everybody else.
Exactly. So yeah, I'll make it my business to go on Etsy or just wherever I see it, just purchase something, and it could be something small.
Yeah.
I show support to that business because, you know, I know how hard it is
yeah.
starting a business. You know,
Very
I haven't
hard.
always been in that mindset of being a business person, and I still, you know, have a lot of growing to do in that area, but I'm so proud of myself, how
Yes.
far I done came over the years with so many people help, you know, just
Yes.
encouraging me. Oh, get out, especially Toni, like, get out your comfort zone. Like, oh my
trying
God,
to tell you,
she
get out of it.
stayed on me. And I'm just like, God, this girl is getting on my nerves.
I'm like, when you gonna start that business?
She
What's going
every
on?
month she asks me, you gonna start that business? And I'm just like, I make excuses. Oh well, I'm going through, I'm doing this, but you know, finally I got it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody is on their own timing.
Yes.
You know, don't put a time frame on it. Just get out and do it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
stop making excuses. That's what I procrastinate. I
It's a
procrastinate
procrastinate.
so long. I procrastinated so
I can't
long.
procrastinate.
Procrastinate what? No,
I have a
Let
list.
me get to it.
And that's
Let
why
me
it's
get to
good
it.
to have like good supporting friends in your
Yes.
circles that are not procrastinating,
like-minded
especially
too.
if you like me, if you're a procrastinator like me. Like, you know, that stay on you. Hey, do this. You need to go do this. You know, even though you, like I said, you stayed on me about certain things, and at times it made me mad. I'm just like, I don't know why she's still on me.
But you're
Why is she-
grateful,
but
right?
I'm
But
grateful
you know
for
what?
that.
I'm
though.
grateful, because what if I would have gave up on you and said, you know what, I ain't even
I
worried about
ain't
her
finna
no
fool
more.
with her no
I'm
more.
done.
She
just talking.
I wouldn't be where I'm at. Like, I'm literally sitting in a chair on a podcast. Like, that's elevation.
right.
Like, that's
A lot of people don't know how to take constructive criticism.
Yes.
they don't.
And you have to in order
They
to
don't.
grow in this
Yes, in
world
your
and
business.
whatever you do.
Especially
you
a business, you have to be able
have
to.
I mean, I had people come to me and they be like, hey, can you change this up? Can you do this? Hey, can you add this and that? Got you. You know, because, you know, people have certain things they want us to talk about on the podcast. And I appreciate that, because guess what? I'm going to make it happen. But at the same time, we do have topics and things, too, that we want to also put out there, too, for everyone to, you know.
Speaking of topics, if y'all want, show us some topics to
Yes.
talk about in future
Yes,
podcasts.
please.
Like,
Yeah.
we're open to, you know,
Always.
all discussions,
All
you know,
suggestions.
anything dealing with positivity, ways to improve our life, to be better mother, wives,
Yes.
sisters.
Just
We want
things,
to talk
and
about
it
it.
can be things about spirituality and questions and stuff that you have that you would like for us to elaborate and talk more about. Drop it down below.
Drop it down below. We would love to talk about it. Anything dealing with positive vibes, we want to talk about it. You know, to make us better, to make you better. Well, let's talk about it.
I understand, like, it was very hard whenever I got started. I didn't have anyone to reach out to. So, like, these are, you know, if you have any questions of any kind of sort for Kimona or for Toni or maybe even for myself, just drop them down. Like, just a simple, how is a spiritual bath? A lot of people, which I kind of wanted to talk a little bit on it, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So spiritual baths, people have different kind of a different kind of concept of a spiritual bath. They think it's like all beautiful and glam, which it could be if you're doing a self-love one, but there's different kind of cleanses. And I wanted to make that kind of clear because Toni has so many, like, I love her shop. You guys literally need to go to her shop. She has so many things, but like a cleanse can look like you're literally laying in like mud. And
That's so true. Yeah.
but it all the herbs and all the like the things that you might need that you might have a question about and you don't know how to do that spiritual bath to get the negative energy out of you, drop it down below. Like I have no problem with just commenting back and be like, hey, you need this and you need that, and it should help you out, and you can go get it at her shop.
And that's supportive, you know, support her
The
shop.
link
That's
will
what
be
we're
below.
talking about. You know,
It's all about support.
It's
We're not
all
on
about
here trying to
support.
sit here and
No.
boost my shop
No,
or anything
no.
like that. Because trust me, you don't have to come to my shop. One thing about me, I don't never get bent out of shape or get mad or upset if somebody don't want to shop with me. I don't care, because I'll tell somebody right down the street, hey, it's another spiritual shop right down the street, and yeah, I got my cousin over in Mesquite, Magical Lady Duchess. Go check her out. Like, I'm all about supporting and recognizing other metaphysical shop and other businesses. I ain't no gatekeeper. I'm not trying to be keeping everything to myself. Go out there, go support them too. You know.
right.
But if you are,
Because I don't compete with nobody but myself. I've
Every
never been in
single
competition with nobody. These other people out here trying to compete, but I don't have no reason to compete. I get my blessings daily, weekly, and monthly.
hey.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
So is there any more things that y'all, dislike about supporting businesses? I think I touched everything.
Look, we can talk about this.
The consistency, the time frame on receiving your packages if you're ordering from online.
This one, receiving discounts. I believe in like with friends, family, and
That happen all the time.
Okay,
bro.
I
in
know
the
what you're
business
saying.
that I have,
Yeah.
yes,
People
they're always
always
saying
want hookups and discounts.
and I'm
Got
like,
you, yeah.
you know, I need to pay for gas in order to get whatever I need to get. No, I can't give you the hookup. Have you seen gas prices? I cannot do it
I
for
don't
you.
experience
know
that a
what?
lot.
No.
But you know what,
No,
though?
I
that's-
do.
If my friends have businesses, because she can tell you, I support her. She has a business. I'll support you, and I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, we friends, what's up, we'll give me a hookup, because at the end of the day, that's her
Yeah.
business. That's how she make her
You have
living.
to respect
I
that.
am not going to sit here and ask for no hookup. I don't care if we cousins. I'm not asking for no hookup, because at the end of the day, you got to respect the fact that this is how they make their living.
Exactly.
You can't expect for them, because if you asking for a discount, imagine how many other more people ask. You go into those other stores and ask them for a discount.
No,
If they ain't already got the product marked down, you ain't going to get no discount.
I honestly can say in my business, I don't really
You don't
experience
ask Versace
that.
for no discount, huh? Louis.
I don't experience that a lot. In fact, I haven't, not that I can recall ever having somebody, maybe a family
do,
member or
with
two. Yeah,
text
maybe
clients
maybe
and
a family
sometimes with
member
the
or
shop.
two. They have had say, oh, okay, I only have this amount. Can you still do a reading, or whatever the services
Yeah.
may be. But other than, I really don't have people to ask for a discount. I have people actually paying more.
Well, I deal with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So every now and then I do get that.
It gets to be very overwhelming when you get phone calls all the time. Me is every day.
Yeah.
So no.
But no, that's a really good one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
discount. Hey, can you give me a little discount?
I mean, I understand.
One
Like,
budget.
who? Yeah. Okay, but no.
Right.
Like if she's my friend. She's my friend. I want them to do good. Why would I
Exactly.
say, hey, can you go ahead and just I only have $20. What can you do for that? Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I can do for $20.
We probably could do a half of a reading.
We could touch
First
base.
5 minutes of the reading.
Touch base on what you want
I
to
can
hear.
get you a quick question answer, but hey, this is my energy we talking about.
Right.
Oh, that's a
But-
good one. People don't understand how energy is for us. It's like maybe for like what I can compare it to, construction workers, how it's so heavy for them to lift things up, and it overwhelms them, it drains them. They don't understand. Like, people will literally call me, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? I don't feel good, my head hurts, I'm getting chills, this and that. And I'm just like, hold on, like, I'm working with somebody else right now. Like, no. Our energy, you have to harvest it back again in order to give it back in the purest form that you can. Because then what do we do? Why are we doing what we're doing?
That's why I have to take breaks. You know, I find myself, you know, every few months taking a break from doing readings, because it's very draining. And, you know, people will ask, so why do you charge to do readings? You know, if you were gifted with that gift, why are you charging? Because it's my energy.
We're using our energy.
Because I'm using my energy to channel messages.
Your ancestors and your spirit team.
Yeah,
you gotta get back to them and do for them.
I was just like, it's my energy. You know, of course, I easily channel, but I'm not going to do that for free.
It's a business. It's your business. It's a service that you offer to people.
Exactly. I choose to use my gifts to, you know, for my income, to bring in more income for me. So,
because we're being a blessing to you, so you can be a blessing to us.
Exactly.
I was actually just talking to Toni about that, because in my culture, we don't really do that. Like, it's more of a what you want to give. It's not, there's not a set price. In Mexico, you don't do that. If you go over there and you get a reading, or you get a cleanse or anything like that, it's kind of like, what does your heart have in order to give out? But
I did experience that. I did experience that when I went to one shop. Basically, it was like a donation. It was like a donation. What are you willing to give me for the services? I had some energy cleansing work done. And I just, you know, I gave from the heart. I did experience that in Mexico.
Yeah, I had a lady to do readings for me in Spanish, because I would sometimes get clients in that only could speak in Spanish. So I would call her up, and that's basically how she did. She didn't have no set prices, just whatever you wanted to give her.
Yeah, and you know, I respect that. You know, I respect, you know, people that, you know, just do readings based on donations. Me, on the other hand, I have set prices.
That's okay. That's okay.
I have set prices,
right? But
they're reasonable. They're very reasonable, though. You know, they're very reasonable. Like I said, you know, it's a blessing to be a blessing.
Yes, it is. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this segment up. But if y'all have any questions or just any feedback or anything, like we always say, drop it below.
Let's talk about it.
Share and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.